So, I hear a lot of people say that the Soviet Union or Vietnam or some other country should have abolished commodity production entirely. Well, let me explain to you why this is an incorrect thing. The first thing you need to know is that the definition of a commodity is something which is produced for the purposes of exchange. It is produced to maximize its exchange value, right? Now, when you are trading with a foreign country, you need to produce commodities because that way you are going to get the most out of the goods that you're producing for export, right? That way you're bringing the most in home. So at the very least, you cannot abolish foreign exchange commodity production unless you believe in complete isolationism, which is not really possible in the modern age. Now, let's say that you say, okay, well, we can have commodity production for foreign exchange, right? But domestically, we should not produce commodities for exchange. Well, here's the problem with this. You see, domestically, we have to regulate things somehow. Now, we know that the root of the exchange value of commodities is based on the labor input of that commodity, right? So when you want to regulate things in a decommodified way, what you're really saying is that we no longer need to regulate the labor inputs. We no longer need to have a labor incentive for commodity inputs. Workers will just work as much as they want to, or they'll work in accordance with the economic plan, and then we can just deal with things as they are then. You know, if they're not working enough, we can encourage them to work more, but we don't need to say that your labor is what you depend on for sustenance. But Vietnam, Soviet Union were never at the point of wealth where they could actually say, we no longer need to incentivize labor through commodity production. They never got to that point of wealth. It is possible for them to reach that point of wealth eventually, but to say that we should immediately abolish commodity production is an incorrect understanding of the dialectical nature of development of wealth versus the stages of socialism that an economy must go through.